Right, guys, and welcome back. I think it is working now for you guys. I think I managed to fix the problem. Um, it looks like there was a problem with the applications because it seems like the recording streaming software I'm using, um, it doesn't want to detect obviously a lot of stuff. So I don't know whether something has messed up obviously at like one end. So I do apologise for that. But now, obviously, we are back, so hopefully it should work. I can hear it in my headphones as well, so... Right, so we're going to get straight into this. I'm sorry about that, because it looks like the application didn't like it, so I don't know whether something's gone wrong with the settings or something, so... It was like I said earlier, we've had problems with Windows updates recently because it keeps wanting me to do the two, I think it's like the 22H2 or something like that update, the really massive one. And so I've kind of had to hold back a bit on these updates because they've not been that fantastic. So really and truthfully, I'm having to pause updates now because it's just, the updates, they don't work, so... But anyway, we are in Train Simulator. This is a southeastern service to Tonbridge. So hopefully everything will be working as it should be. The AWS is there. Let's do some lights while we're waiting actually, because I haven't actually put any lights on. So yeah, so we are a 3-car unit. I mean these are what they have got on like trains at the moment now on the line. Because I did do a bit of research before I did this. So, but right. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna be heading to obviously one of these stations eventually because there is a rail tour coming up. I think the rail tour is supposed to be scheduled for I think it's the 18th of February. I have to have a look at the calendar again. So yeah, so there is going to be a slight bit of change, obviously with stuff. Network has just gone over there. But yeah, so there'll be a few things. Obviously, we'll be operating obviously today. We're going to be doing Strood to Tonbridge, obviously, as you guys can see here. Because obviously this is a route that we really have got to get a gold star on. This is something I have been meaning to do for a while. Never really got around to it, but so yeah, so we've got to go obviously through. We've got to go through this again, but I thought, why not do this? I mean, have all of us here to do it rather than, rather than just leave it as it is. So yeah, it's very unusual, obviously, for me to do a stream, obviously, at this time. Usually I do it like 11 o'clock in the morning, but sadly, because I've had other circumstances this morning, I have not been able to physically do a stream this early, so this time we're having to do it a little bit later, but I'm pretty sure you guys probably won't mind. So yeah. I'm just going to turn, obviously, the microphone down a little bit, just, just so you guys don't turn mine down as well. It looks like it's quite loud, that one. But yeah, so just so everyone is aware, obviously we're going to be trying to stop at each station, pick up passengers, do pretty much everything. And all that, so yeah, so we'll probably be doing this route, and then I don't know what other routes we'll be doing after. I imagine we'll probably won't be doing much more after this. For a couple of reasons, I'm going to be probably a little bit busy in a minute because I'm going to go and sort out some drawers and that because I've got to go and build another chest of drawers for the garden room, like the model railway room. So realistically, this is just gonna. I think this is gonna be the only stream we're gonna do today. There'll probably be another one likely on Sunday if people are interested. But if not, then this will probably be the only stream this week. There will be no stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be out pretty much most of the day. And that is only primarily because I'm going to be going to a party. So if anyone's going to be wondering why I'm not doing a stream on that day tomorrow, so yeah, obviously you guys will know. But yeah, don't worry. It is just I'm going to a party, so it's not like I'm going to miss you guys or anything. But yeah, so I'll be probably going to a party of some sort, which would be quite nice for a change. I don't think I've ever been to a party for a while. The last time I went to one must have been, oh, I don't know, must have been like a few years ago now, like 5, 6 years ago. But yeah, that was the last time I went to a party, and that was like 5, 6 years ago now. So I think I'm well overdue one. So. Okay, so we open the doors here. Are the rear doors open? Yes, they are. Thing is, I get a little bit scared of opening the rear doors here because I just don't know whether it's actually going to open or not. Because sometimes, whenever I have been doing these streams, they never open the doors in the rear carriage, and I don't know why. But considering we're on time, yeah, timeless bonus, yep, lovely. Right, okay, we'll get going then. But yeah, so I think really and truthfully, there will be some more streams obviously coming up when I'm able to. I'm not going to do them like literally straight away. There will be some streams I'm probably not going to be able to do, and routes I'm probably not going to be able to do. Hopefully I'm going to go back to the Isle of Wight again at some point. That is another one I'm going to do on Train Sim, because I know some of you guys were requesting a few things last time. A lot of people on social media have been asking me, obviously, if I was going to start doing a lot more other routes. It depends on what routes, though, because there are only some routes I can do. Because not every route is on Train Simulator. But if it is available on Train Sim, and I will do the route, I'll try it. But don't expect too much. You just never know. And at some point, we might probably do an American one, like the American one that's only on here. If I do get around to doing that, then I will do that. But if not, then I won't. But it's just trying to give a wide variety. So it's more of a variety thing. It's nothing to do with like other things entirely. So I'm going to be too fast now. But that's fine because I think we've got to be there at 10. Yeah, so it's not too bad. So yeah, so guys, if you are interested in seeing the Southwestern mainline one, the Portsmouth Direct line, I will do that one. But I won't do it unless people really want me to. I won't, I'll only do it if you really want me to. I imagine it's probably going to be like an hour. So yeah, so as we approach Halling, this is our next station. You guys will probably be wondering why I'm doing this stream today. But yeah, so I don't know what other streams we're going to be doing, obviously, for the rest of this week, but I'm hopefully going to try and see if we can do a few. Luckily, I think, yeah, we've done quite well there. Okay. But yeah, so you guys are probably wondering, obviously, why I'm doing the stream today. I want to try and get the gold star. That's the only thing I've got to try and get on this one. If I can get a gold star for both the Tonbridge to Strood and the Strood to Tonbridge, then it'll be quite good. So, it's just trying to get stars and I can then do stuff. It's also a bit of a social stream as well because I'm not doing very much else today. So yeah. But yeah, so I obviously won't be around tomorrow because I'm going to be out pretty much all day. So, but yeah, so don't get me wrong, guys. All right, there will be a point where I probably will do some more streams as such, but it'll just be all depending, obviously, on what we do. So it's not too much of a problem, but you know, it's just so everyone is aware, because obviously it does depend, obviously, on what we're doing. Sure, got Snodland yet. Snodland's coming up on there now. The only reason why I'm going to speed up a little bit is because we've got to be there for then departure at 10:15. So far, we've not been doing too bad, so hopefully it won't be too much of a problem, but, it will depend, obviously, on what we're doing, so... Luckily, because we're now... we've got to Snodland pretty much, we've then got to get to New Hive and then Aylesford. It's not that far, I mean, I know that it's not far between stations until you get to, like, Paddockwood. I mean, it's quite a bit of a way. I suppose it depends on where you are. Hopefully, I don't overshoot the platform. I think the platform's like long enough for like 6 coaches, but hopefully I can get it to the... What I find quite funny actually is these departure boards. They all read the same thing. They never change them or anything. I think this is just something they obviously seem to add in, so I don't think there's much we can do about that. Hopefully, now that we're on the Medway Valley Line, once we do get to Tonbridge, then I'll end the stream there. I mean, I'm probably not going to do another one today, because I've got to go and do other things. So yeah, so that's only given us 62. 62. We've got to get to 800, which is going to be a bit of fun. New Hive's not that far, so hopefully it won't be too long, but, we shall see. So yeah, so I woke up this morning, I was absolutely quite tired, so, I've not been getting a very good night's sleep so far. There has been times I've had endless night sleeps at the moment, and I've been obviously having all sorts of problems, obviously, as a result. So, but don't let it distract you, obviously, from the views here. Obviously, this is like really different. So, yeah, please don't worry. Obviously, guys, it is, sadly, it is just the way I am. because obviously I have been quite tired for a while. 2 whistles coming up now. But yeah, so don't obviously let it distract you obviously from what we're doing, but yeah, so yeah, I hope obviously everyone's having a very good day today. I mean I'm not, but that's just me anyway. I can't do much about that. Yeah, we've just been given an AWS warning for something, I believe, probably because of the. I'd imagine it's staggered platforms. I don't know. I'll have a look in a minute. Hopefully, we can actually stop into the station. We're running about a few seconds late. Something I can't really do much about. So yeah, the AWS has just been set off. So I don't know whether there's just something to do with. It might be good about signal over there. I don't know. I've noticed that. Yeah, the rear doors are fine. Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, I thought we weren't going to open them, but no, it's fine. Okay. Um. So yeah, Aylesford at 10:20. We've got a minute to do that. Problem is, it's difficult because they don't let you shut the doors for ages. So as you can tell, the doors take ages to shut here because I think that's obviously a challenge they obviously do. But yeah, so next stream will probably be next Thursday. If not, I will probably do one maybe on the Saturday. But it depends obviously on how much time I have. I'm going to be a bit busy Saturday because I'm going to be doing a few bits. But hopefully I will have enough time for a stream. If I am, and I'll probably do a short stream, probably one that's not too long. But yeah, so I hope everyone is enjoying these streams as much as I am making them because I just make them purely for everyone else's enjoyment. I don't actually make them because I just make them. So yeah, if anyone thinks obviously I'm just making them just for the sake of making them, no, I'm not. I'm just making them for the sake of enjoyment, really. So, and now we've got to slow down again. So yeah, yeah, maximum's now 40, and we are approaching Aylesford. Now, if I remind people here, Aylesford has only got a short platform, so I think I'm just gonna have to be really careful and brave. Yeah, it's got a very, very short platform. So, luckily, I didn't do too bad there because we have actually managed to claw back a little bit of time. I know it says 10:20, but at the same time, well, we've got to go up to 10:24, 10:25. So, as soon as we get to Maidstone, we've then got to try and get down into the centre. Yeah, they've just got to ran onto board. They just came over the footbridge and just ran onto the train. I'm not even going to shut the doors yet, mate. And he's the last one. So, yeah, anyway, so doors close. Hello. Okay, so it looks like we're not going to have any guards or conductors or whatever who's giving us the bell. So it looks like maybe not them. Just do that quickly, just so that people are out the way of the crossing. I can't go very fast here now because it is only 40 mile an hour. So it's going to be a bit of fun. It's unusual, obviously, for me to be doing stuff like this, but who knows? You know, who knows what's going to happen, obviously, in the next couple of weeks. We'll go up to 40, we'll at least get us moving. So yeah, so there's a couple of signals obviously coming up. I think there was one here. This was red. I think last time I came down here because this was on a red signal. I think probably because I departed too early. This time I'm not departing too early. This time I'm going to be probably departing probably a little bit later than I should be. So we now go up to 70 again. So we'll put it on the throttle, we'll get moving. We are going uphill slightly though, so I think this is the thing that does worry me a little bit, is we're going uphill, and so it depends what time we get there. We've got to be there by 10:24, 10:25-ish. I'm not even sure we're going to get there for that time. We're only on 376 at the moment. I don't know what the silver star is, like 700 or something, or 800 and something. I want to try and get over at least 900 today. If I can even get 900, that'll be a bit mad. If I get 900, then that won't be too bad. But I bet I'm probably not going to get that. So, but yeah. So yeah. The whole point of this stream today is for me to get a gold star. If I don't even get a gold star for this, then yes, you are welcome to blame the streams. We're going at a nice 70 now, so hopefully when we do slow down, it won't be too bad. And obviously, as you can see there, on the bottom now, guys, Maidstone West and Maidstone Barracks are right next to each other, so hopefully, even with the slightest of things, it won't be too bad anyway. So, we've now hit 70. I'm going to slow down a little bit now, obviously, because we are going to be on the approach soon. So, yeah. So yeah, so Maidstone Barracks. What do I say about it? I don't really know. I've got really not much to say about it, really. So I suppose there's not really much I can say about it. There's not really much at Maidstone Barracks. I think when I last went, there was nothing really much there, so I just thought, okay. But then again, it is just me. It is just me, obviously, saying that I don't live in Maidstone. I don't, I'm not too familiar with Maidstone, so if anyone on here is from Maidstone, do tell me what is actually at Maidstone Barracks, because I don't think there's much at all, so. But then again, I don't think there's much at Maidstone Barracks anyway. I think there's not a barracks anymore, so I don't know exactly what is actually there, but. Doors are open. Let me do an air shot a minute. Can I do an air shot? I can do an air shot. I think I can do that. I don't know. Sorry, I was just playing about with the camera there. I think that's Maidstone's ground, I think, over there. I am a football fan as well, guys. So, but I think that's Maidstone's ground, I think, in the background. I'm surprised it's actually been included on here because it wasn't open until 2012. So I don't even know whether it was even there when Train Sim came out. I think, because Train Sim, I think, came out in like 2009. So I think at the time, I think they were only starting to build it. So, but I don't know. The thing is, when you look at it, like if you look at the history of like Kent football clubs, Gillingham's have been around for a while. Maidstone's only been around since like 2012. Their stadium, obviously, they're at now. I believe Dartford's Prince's Park, I think, was like 2006. I think. I don't know. I have to look up the history later. I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll have a look at the history later, guys. It's not something I really want to look at but you know, because I'm a football fan, you do get interested in these things. You know what I'm like. I believe the only reason why we've had a warning is because of his 30 limit here, so it's not too much of a problem. The only problem is going to be obviously where we're going to stop on the platform, but hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. We'll stop around here. Yeah, that'll do us on the forecast stop, and we're within the time frame as well, so it's not too bad. And boosh, there we go. So yeah, Maidstone West, I think, was the original terminus of the line, because I don't think it went any further than that. Obviously, I'm getting screenshots, obviously, of most things at the moment, because, you know, I'm just trying to get a few different shots, obviously, of stuff. Sorry about that. But yeah, so yeah, Maidstone has been a bit of a weird one because it's got like 3 different stations. So I think our guard seemed to have. I don't know whether he left us. I think at Aylesford or something, but I couldn't even hear him, so I'm not even sure whether he even existed at that point. It was so weird because like the doors opened and like, you know, did the guard just leave our train? I think he just did. But it's okay though, because at least we're on the move now. I think we've got to get to East Farley at 10:31 or 10:32. I've seen signal boxes up there, guys, in case anyone was interested. But yeah, the signal boxes. Maidstone West is one I don't think exists anymore. It did used to exist, but I think they've decommissioned it since. And we can now go up to 45. Yeah, there's the other train coming the other way. So, yeah, so really and truthfully, guys, I'm not too sure how long we're going to do this stream for, but hopefully we'll get a good deal of time out of it. We've got to be there at 10:31, I think it said. Yeah, 10:31. I'm not sure it's going to be that long. I'm not even sure whereabouts it even is, looking at this. Oh, it's only a mile, okay. East Farley's a bit of a weird one because it's also got a staggered platform as well, because it seems like there's a level crossing that separates the two. Um, I've been through the level crossing before, I think like 2 or 3 times, so I am aware where it is. It is just trying to stop, obviously, at the station. It's also got a very, very narrow platform and a very short one. So my 3-car train is going to have to, like, literally exactly stop at, like, you got to make sure there's, like, actually 3 carriages there, because if there ain't, then we've got a bit of a problem. So the AW West has been set off for the level crossing, and also the 40 limit that's coming up. Still got about another half a mile to go yet, so I think we'll be there on time. So yeah, so we are now going into the depths of the Kent countryside here. So because it's what we just do. So, and hopefully we'll be arriving very, very shortly at East Farley. So, again, I'm not too sure what's actually at East Farley, guys. So obviously, if anyone does want to tell me, then do let me know. I'm not. Then again, I don't know what's at most stations anyway, guys. I do, sadly, I don't really know what's actually at every station. I've not really been out at every of them. I've only been through it on the train, so. Yeah, as you guys can see here, this is a very, very short platform. And this is kind of why I was a little bit scared about, obviously, And I imagine we can stop there. I can still see the S stop. And yep, there we go. Okay. Does the rear doors open? The rear doors does open and the front ones. So we have managed to fit in the platform. I was a little bit scared it wasn't going to do it. Last time when I did this, I think the rear doors failed to open. And I think it was because I was a bit too far away from the... I think maybe because I was too far... Probably it was in the platform. It just wouldn't... the doors wouldn't open. So I was thinking to myself, okay. But so we've got 72 there. We've actually done quite well to be a bit more on time. So hopefully... Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get the train moving. The maximum speed is now 40. We'll be going back up to 50, 55, I think, now. We've got to be at Waterbury at 10:36. Let's go, then. But yeah, so we've only got Waterbury, Yalding, Beltring, Paddockwood. And then we'll arrive into Tonbridge in platform 1, because we have to share with the Southern services. I don't know why we have to share with Southern anyway. But I imagine probably because it was the way that... It's probably the way they staggered it, so... By the time we hit this 55 mark... Yeah, so it's not too bad, okay. I thought if we weren't going to hit the 55 mark, I thought, well, here we go then. But yeah, so there's a freight there, class 59. Going through. I have no clue where he's come out of. He might have come out of Tonbridge West Yard, but again, I'm not one to, obviously, you know. Yeah, I am wondering if we are going to get to Waterbury probably a bit too early, but at the moment we're not doing too bad. So yeah, so it's just all about trying to keep it obviously level, because obviously stream, yeah. We did do a London to Brighton run before, so it wasn't actually that bad. However, though, I will note, when we did do London to Brighton, we did have a few problems, well, with like speeding, signalling, and all that. But it's not been too much of a problem. But yeah, so it's not been too bad. We've got 1.5 miles to go. 10:34. We've got another whistle coming up as well, and then yeah. So I think there's a foot crossing coming along here. So I think that's probably why there's. Yeah, there it is. So yeah. If you guys obviously do enjoy this stream, and you do like all the other streams we have been doing, then obviously give us a like, subscribe if you want to see some more. I am happy, obviously, if anyone does want to subscribe. If you don't and you just want to sit back and relax, that's fine too. I mean, like, I'm not, I'm only purely doing this because obviously I enjoy doing Train Simulator as much as a few people do, and really and truthfully, at the end of the day, it's not really just about like subscriber count. It's more about community engagement. I think is the word. I think the words I was supposed to say. So yeah, so don't feel pressured. I mean, you can like the video, like the stream, whatever. If you want to subscribe, go for it. The only reason I'd say, actually, if you guys did want to subscribe, the only reason I probably would say for it is so you can get updates as to when I do these streams as well. So, obviously everyone is then obviously aware of what's going on. Our next station is Waterbury, and Waterbury is right next to water. There's no Bury, as far as I'm aware, and it is another staggered platform, so yeah. It's one of these weird, awkward stations, guys. It looks like I'm going to have to actually stop at the S mark because I don't think my train's really in the platform. Look, let me get in the platform. Let me get in the platform. Thank you very much. There we go. Rear doors are open, so it's not too bad. Okay, so yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah. So obviously, there will be some more videos, obviously, coming up. Obviously, eventually, we're at Waterbury at the moment. Our next station is Yalding. Yalding. Yalding's about 3 minutes away. We've got Beltring, then we've got Paddock Wood. The problem we've got with Paddock Wood is that we've got to try and yeah. So look, you can see there, guys. We're already up to 627. We've not actually been doing too bad. But yeah, so we've got to get to Yalding. I mean, we've got to get to Paddock Wood, which is going to be an interesting one because Paddock Wood is where we're going to have to probably wait for a bit because we've got to go around the bend and then in. We've got to go around a really tight bend as well. Because that's when we join the Ashford to Red Hill line. So, which goes via Tonbridge, and that's why obviously we're doing this today. I've still got a little bit of a cold. I don't know if anyone can obviously still tell, obviously on the camera, on the video or stream today. But I've still got a little bit of a cold. It's not that great. So, but I'll be alright hopefully when I'm out tomorrow. So, but yeah, so all the way to Yalding at 10:40. But technically, obviously in real time, it's it's 10:40. It's 13:47. So really, I've been awake for about 4 or 5 hours now. So, but yeah, it's not been too problematic. We've got a minute to get to Yalding. Yalding was when they had the terrible floods a while back. I think they actually flooded the whole village, I think. I was trying to look at the history again, but I think it was like a few years ago now, like 2011. Yeah, so there is a 30 limit coming up. So as soon as I go past this other whistle board here, I will now slow my speed down to the appropriate level of 30. We'll be there on time. Next whistle board. And then the slow descent to 30. Just so we're not breaking the rules. I know sometimes when I have been doing these streams, I've oversped. And then, yeah, here we go. See, once again, guys, this is what happens when you have short platforms. You don't fit the whole train in. So... yeah, it's not too much of a problem. I mean, hopefully, as long as the rear door's open, then it's not. The rear doors are not the problem. It's like, it's just trying to fit in a platform because the platforms are so short along this section. It's very, very hard to open the doors. So, what I like to do is I like to obviously get it level. Beltring's going to be the next one. Beltring, I think, is really short. It's like you have to get the entire train in, and if you don't, you can't physically. So, yes, we're on 72 again. We're up to 699. We've still got a while to go yet. 819, I believe, is the record to beat. So, we've got to get to Beltring at 10:43. And then past the stopboard here. And then we're on to 70 again. So it's not too difficult, obviously, to stream, but it's just annoying because you can't, you know. There is another route I am planning to get. Obviously, when the Steam sale comes out again, like there's another Steam sale on, I'm going to get the West Coast Mainline pack between London and London, Euston, and Birmingham, because this will be something to obviously add on when we do get to it. So, you know, don't worry, guys. There will be more routes obviously being added. It will just take a little bit of time, because obviously I am trying to plan everything around everything else. So, but it's not too much of a problem. Don't worry. But, so yeah, so we've got another whistle there. We've still got to get to Beltring. Beltring, I'm gonna have to probably apply the brakes really hard. This is the problem because it is going to be really difficult. You can tell on the screen here, look, this is how short the platform actually is. I know it gets a bit longer when you go a bit more up close with it, but really, that is how short it actually is. We're now going over to Medway. I think that's the Medway. I think we're going to overshoot. I think we're going to overshoot, or are we not? No. Or are we going to be fine? Crikey, I thought we were going to overshoot them, but no. Okay, right, let's go up to the stop. No, we're not fully in the platform yet, sorry. See, this is what I get really scared of, right? I end up overshooting the platform point, but you've got to go a bit quick, because otherwise you can't get in on time. So yeah, as you can see there, look, 10:43 now with 41, you know, what, second, and it says 10:43 there, so now we've got to get to Paddock Wood, and it's 10:47. We've got about, what, 2 minutes to get there? 10, like 2, 3 minutes. It's going to be really difficult to, to tell. See what we get for this one. Hopefully it'll be like 100, but I doubt it. 72 again. We're up to... It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm going to be honest, right? That's 771 now. If we can get to Paddock Wood, that'll then take us over the 800 mark, just as long as I don't speed. I don't think I've been speeding the entire day. I think this has been one of the only streams I think I've probably not been able to speed, like, properly. So, like, actually, like, properly overspeed. I'll get it up to as fast as I can, but we are going to have to slow down a considerable bit, so we might only go as far as, like, 50. We have got time. Yeah, so 50 might be our limit. Yeah, as you can probably tell there, guys, the AWS has just been set off with a 35 limit coming up after. Then a 25, then a 40. Yeah, so it's now 50 limit. We've now got to probably ease off the throttle a little bit. And then we've got 35 coming up. And then we've got 25. So after this whistle, as soon as it goes down to like 20 or whatever it is, right. So there's the 35 limit. And then as soon as we hit, say, 18 on the 25, then we'll be down to 25 as well. Mind you, we have got a bit of time, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it to 25 anyway, just to be on the safe side. It's all about trying to time it, guys. Basically, if you don't get it to the right speed. So yes, as you can see here, that now we're now merging like the two north and south lines, like the up and downs. And we're now routed into platform 2. We've got a 40 limit as well, but I'm not going to obey the 40 limit. I don't think we need 40. I'm going to go further down the platform a little bit. I'm just going to be a bit nice, and I'm going to make it so that people actually, you know. So yeah, as you guys can probably tell, this now goes on the other side here. So we've now got, yeah, so we're on this side now. Usually a lot of the Maidstone, like all the Maidstone services here, they all terminate in this platform, like the Bay platform, 3. And we are on time. We've just got to be at Tonbridge by 10:55, which is in 8 minutes, 7 minutes. Do you know at Tonbridge you must stop at the 3-car marker turn on the right? Okay. Yeah, look, see, guys, look, we're on 803 now, so you know it's not. Yeah, I've already departed, mate. You you took ages to shut the doors, so. You want me to pass this thing, you're going to have to let me shut the doors and then just say Sonic, because otherwise, you know? It says 40 there, but I'm going to go at 40, obviously, over this section here, and then we'll be then be in the clear, hopefully, and then hopefully when we pass that, then we can start to go, okay, right, here we go. I don't know how fast we're going to be able to go, but we have got 6 minutes to get to Tonbridge, and Tonbridge is in 4.8 miles. I reckon we probably could do it, but it is going to be very, very tight. This is going to be a very, very tight run. Hopefully we can get up to at least 100, and we can then, you know. I'm not even sure you can even do 100 on a 375. I think the limit's like 90, so 100 on here would be really, really difficult to do. But we'll try. We'll try and do it where we can. But yeah, we're still climbing. But you know. So far, the limit for us has only been like a high of like 70. So for us to actually go over 70 here is quite a fair bit. It's mad. Okay, it's very, very mad. But we have got to be at Tonbridge in 3.5 miles. So literally for us, this needs to be done. So yeah. It's 10:55 for the arrival, but really we're up to 80. We don't probably need to go that much quicker. I think it's in like 2 miles. Yeah, so like you guys can probably see on the screen here, this is nearly done. We've got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes is going to be nothing compared to what I've seen. Two and a half miles. We're going at 80. We are slugging it out at 80. And now we've got a speed restriction coming up. We've got to go on to the up slow. There's Tonbridge. Double ambers. This is not good. So luckily we've got 3 minutes, so I think that speed up was probably a good idea as we're now claw back. It's all about trying to claw it back, guys. Basically, yeah, we can't, you know, we can't be done for speeding now, honestly. If we can get a gold star today, then I'll be really happy, but I know it's going to be difficult. Okay. 40 is on the horizon. It says 100 there, but we won't need 100. We need to be on the up slow. If we can get on the up slow. There's the up slow. There's another train going by. And we've got 2 minutes, so really and truthfully, we could actually get here like a minute early. If we do things right, we could be here a minute early, so... The only reason why I'm speeding up a little bit is so that we don't lose too much time. We're already losing a lot of time here. And that's the end of that one. I have passed into danger. I couldn't do much about that. It wouldn't. Problem is, it doesn't tell you what signals what. So, but yeah, that's the end of the game. Sadly, we have passed it as danger, and that's the end of the game. So, thank you all for joining me. So, we get no star out of that at all. We just leave it at silver. And to be honest, I'm never going to do that route again now after that. Never ever. Because that is just, yeah. So, anyway, so thank you all for joining us anyway. Yes, we might have spatted obviously there, but what do you do? Not much you can do about that. Anyway, so yeah, thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you all a bit later.